Hey everyone, Long here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Outer Worlds. So enjoy the ride.
Stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars. Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity.
How long are lifespans?
Full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
This is giving me some Fallout vibes. I kinda like it. Hope to be left at edge of colony. What is that? What? Reach of Hope security corridor, unidentified ship. Okay. Phineas Vernon Wells. Status: fugitive wanted by Halcyon. Okay, never mind. Don't need to know.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Wait, were we abandoned? So, dexterity, perception, charm. All good? We good with that? You don't have a choice. Skills. Oh, I can get 2. Okay, well my playstyle tends to be I like to keep my distance. So, if I had to guess, stealth might be good. Dialogue might be good because I can distance myself from problems. And ranged / defense. Is there something on the creative side? No? Okay, well, nothing creative. I guess I will go with no discernible because that just gives me determination. I don't know what the hell that means, but
You're better off without an indenturement contract.
that sounds like me, actually. What he just said sounds exactly like me. I do not want to work for other people. I really don't. I hate the idea. You know, actually, this doesn't look too far off from me. The eyes need to change. Where's the eyes? Not bad, yeah. Oh my god, this game makes me so excited. Holy shit. Guys, this might be a full playthrough, and I can't say that too often about this game, or about games in general on my channel. So, where is he going?
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Okay, no sign of my character yet. Terra 2, orbiting laboratory Halcyon system. Okay.
Status: structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. His drive.
Shit.
Well, that sounded not good. Now is this me? Hi.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh?
Yes.
Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
My gosh.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong?
Yes, that's concerning.
Not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
Well, I'm the main character,
I used
so...
the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Sure.
I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head.
Well, whose problem is that?
Well, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position.
Yes, more illegal activity. That sounds like a grand idea. That sounds beautiful. Why are we... Okay. Where am I going? What?
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah,
Yes.
there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he
Okay.
should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure.
Are you
I've
sure?
also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All of the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, great. No pressure. Well, that seems bad. Wow.
Ah, you've landed good.
Yeah. Okay.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not
Really?
stand there holding it. Oh,
We
well,
landed on
no
him?
sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Well, that's not very kind.
I've gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Graphics look nice. Oh. That sounds like a creature. While sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, and... Okay, I guess I don't need to know that. The awareness meters over enemy heads tell you if they are unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
What was that side effect? No, you need to tell me what the side effect was that I just felt. Clearly you knew. Okay, well, you're not dangerous. Hi. You leading me, or are you just... Okay. Ow. You have low health. Oh, that wasn't exactly low health. That was like half health. Oh, calm down, you baby.
Hey,
Was not that...
come here.
Hi? I didn't see you at all.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Medical 5? I don't have Medical 5. I'm assuming I don't have that. What happened to you?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then
that was
my gun
dumb.
misfired right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
What?
Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
How did it misfire through your side? Did the gun explode? What happened? What's this about marauders? Sure, okay.
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns.
No, okay.
Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot.
Well,
Not bad, huh?
wouldn't that just kill you? Wouldn't that just literally kill you? Persuade. Oh shit, what do I have? Someone grounded their ship illegally? I'll hunt them down for you. Intimidate. Why am I intimidating? Why am I persuading? Why can't I just be okay with what's happening and move on and ignore? You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed. Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you, and I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. Yeah, no, maybe that's the best option.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun.
Oh.
Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side.
I need to...
All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
What are you talking about? You're concerning me. Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community.
Well...
Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
I won't.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm gonna leave. Goodbye. Okay, well, you're saying I need to blow that up?
Damage my ears!
Well, don't be listening all the time. Calm down.
Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Well, I might have just destroyed them. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Oh, cool. Pressing the tactical time dilation, TTD, button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. So this seems a lot more like Fallout. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. So what? This? And then press it again? Okay. And press it again. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I understand the mechanic. Are you gonna die? My God. Okay, you have nothing useful. Great. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpicking skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Okay, so I need... Oh. Another one. So what? I have it now, so I can... Telescoping staff? What is that? Okay. My God. Double click the jump button to dodge left or right. Okay, interesting. Is there a body here? There is. Give me that. Where'd you die? Give me that. All of that. And I killed a guy right over here, right? There we go. I promise I'm a good person. I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it. Oh.
Hey!
Fred.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, I was gonna say friendly. Hi.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd
Sorry?
slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's probably me. I don't know. It's just a landing violation. Let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. Already dealt with a few of those marauders. Not impressed. Wow. Let's go the not so assholey route. Let's do this one.
Really? How is he?
Not great. Bleeding and delirious, but still kicking. Still a moron, but I'm hoping you're a little brighter. Wow, that's assholey.
Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee. We'll see him back to Edgewater.
Wow, maybe I should have been an ass.
These marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
I just, need a couple winks to catch my breath, stretch my legs some. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge? Well. You, don't worry, you sit tight, I'll handle it.
We'll be right here, in case you need emotional support.
I'm guessing you're not going to be too good at that. Hi.
Talk to the lieutenant. She's certified in customer service.
Is she? Really? Doesn't seem like it, but okay. Seems kinda like a dick. Okay. You just are psychic? Okay, that actually seems pretty clean compared to... Okay, didn't know you were there. No, it actually seems pretty clean compared to Fallout. And I'm not saying Fallout it does it poorly, but it's a similar mechanic, and I actually like this one a little better. You can fast travel to locations you have unlocked by opening your map.
This vessel contains no valuable plunder.
I wasn't looking for any.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder.
Hi.
I am Ada,
Well,
the autonomous digital astrogator of
I'm not
this
a...
vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors.
Calm down.
Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct? Sure.
Jetstream procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Oh. That's kind of sad. Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Okay. Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Ah. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, oh, there's the option to not understand this, huh? What happens if I do that? No, I get it. I get it.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
I actually love this.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator
It's actually
is
cute. That's funny.
damaged and must be replaced.
Where am I supposed to find something like that?
The
Okay.
settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge.
Oh.
Please try not to lose it this time. time.
Okay.
This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable, I like it. And knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne. Why would I say that? I was so nice about it before. Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Wow. Even sarcasm built into that. Okay, well, I have skill and perk points. So you've been promoted, level up. Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to new perks every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. It's usually how I approach these games. I try to challenge myself.
Say,
oh.
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if
Well-
the ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector, and do you take down payments on wanton violence? Attack? Why would I? I will just... I don't have a
I'll
job.
waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a
Okay.
bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here.
Do I-
Over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Did I really have the choice to just fight them and kill these two? That's so messed up. No. No. Okay, have fun with your inspection, I guess. Where am I going? This way. Okay, great. What? Something highlighted over here.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Am I supposed to talk to you? Fine.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
They're not that bad. How do you know I'm not a marauder? Sure.
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't
Oh,
safe
okay.
out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
It's not... Okay. Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Okay.
I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's
Oh, okay.
Silas, junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator? Sure.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
You're employing me to deal with these people. You better tell me. Okay.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay. Just gonna leave. Can I talk to...
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Okay.
He's working at the cannery.
Okay. Good to know. Like, I want to play both now.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest.
Hi.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told to talk to you, sure.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
That's because I'm not one of your men. Or women. Uniform. What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I'm not a loyal worker, am I? Let's get the small talk. I've got a ship in need of power regulator. I think you may have the wrong idea about me. I don't.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Okay.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on...
Ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it. That was the most roundabout way she could have said that. She could have just said he isn't keen on dismantling it. He ain't keen on dismantling it. That could have been okay.
On any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator.
Okay.
But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay. Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Oh.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered.
Okay.
Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
I'm shutting down another place's power? Is that what you just told me? And giving it to you? When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask that question.
I'm not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
So you're gonna strand them without power? Or are you saying they're marauders?
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Ah, and you want me to do your corporate dirty work because you don't want to do it yourself, huh? Some outside person who's not working for you, huh? How about why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years.
Oh, I can see why.
If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good.
Well,
I need those workers back at their stations.
Give the workers a reason, a good reason to be there, and they will be. How can I help? I'll start with the question, and then I'm still probably gonna be like,
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town.
It's not exactly a choice for them.
I want you to stop by the botanical lab.
No. I'm not agreeing to.
Leader, Adelaide, tell her the power's about to go.
I didn't.
It's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I didn't agree to this. Fine, I'll ask questions. I'm still gonna be trying to, like, not do it, but...
dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining.
Well, you should entertain it.
Adelaide back.
Well,
nonetheless, I will
you don't have control.
For the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Or you will all pass away. You will all perish together. I mean, the option is... Okay, whatever. I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
You're welcome.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but
Okay.
I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Okay, I mean, I could use the company. Why not?
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators.
You're itching to get out of here, aren't you?
And engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is
Well,
a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I'm leaving. And I really don't want to help you. I have a new companion. Okay, you've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat supports. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. Oh, that's nice. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion's ledger. Oh, you You didn't make a sound. Oh, okay. That was kind of freaky, but sure. Hi. I like your deadpan scowl.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Sure.
Let's talk when you're free.
No.
Sorry.
You just asked.
You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Oh, your poor
Mr.
self-esteem.
Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Is this about the deserters?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay, well, did you know this Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent.
Oh.
She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do.
Yikes.
I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Bit of a problem. How well did you know the deserters?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Okay, why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I'm assuming that she's just gonna say they left because there's a good reason, so I can't blame anyone for wanting to
Life's
leave.
hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I'll ask questions still. I always ask questions.
What Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
I feel like I am saying these things and she's thinking I'm upset with her. I feel bad.
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
Okay.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Yeah,
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I would agree.
It's too clean.
Yes, what is it?
My
You're
God.
an outsider.
Yes.
Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tag along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
How did you know I'm an outsider? Sure, start with there.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also,
I've heard.
You lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Maybe it's because you're so dismissive. Quite inappropriate for a vicar, isn't it? Sure, I'll actually... Yeah.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Oh, okay. Isn't it kind of your job to raise that? You were just asking me if I wanted that.
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Okay.
Yes.
Miserable
Thank
place,
you
I
for pointing
guess.
it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Okay, well, what sort of advice, whatever, did you
They who
offer?
are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Got it. So, corporate advice. It's the kind of advice that colleges offer, the kind of counseling that colleges offer to their students, where it's like, are you doing your time management? No actual solutions to the personal problems. Okay. Yeah, seriously, that's what you're selling here? Yeah, that sounds kind of like bullshit.
No, it is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
Yeah, nothing to be sorry about. I just don't like it. All you've got are platitudes about enjoying your work. Have you looked around here lately? Yeah, okay.
Have you? These people need something
other than work.
They can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutia of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it, and it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives.
I can tell.
They are good people. It is just difficult to reach them.
Okay, well.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb?
I knew that.
Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut power to the deserters. No, cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters, I guess.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Well, I can see it in the way that she socializes with people. What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's not really a choice if I'm cutting their power anyways. That's kind of a coercive situation. I'm making them, or I'm giving them very little choice. Okay, well, is that possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
Okay.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Sure, okay.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner.
Okay.
I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
So you're trying to just hide it from people. Okay, I don't know what I heard to that side. That was concerning. Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text. You know what? Fine.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I don't trust you, but okay. Wait.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to Botanical Lab. I like the music. I actually love the audio design. I see enemies. I'm not trying to make any, so I'm gonna try to move around without. Okay, that's a mine. Okay, yeah, great. I died. Wandered into a minefield. Okay. This is totally doable. Also, you're not collecting the meat?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it
obviously.
ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one.
Well,
Some of my camp wandering out for another.
he's been wandering out of your camp.
Got anything in you besides questions?
Nope.
No,
Get
I'm
used
sorry.
to it.
That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Glad to help. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you be. Hey, Adelaide, what's up?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
What's a
Whatever your
poultice?
troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
And just who are you now? Okay, that seems a little bit assholey. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide
So mean.
will do just fine.
For no reason.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Okay. I mean, is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Okay. I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here. Funny. Never knew you could grow tripe in a garden. Why would I be an asshole about this?
The soil around the Veil went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up.
Oh, that's nice.
The recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Reed, words, God. Reed sent me to make peace with you, and looks like you've made a home for yourself out here. Reed sent me to make peace with you? Well, that's not quite it.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Completely turning off his your power, I guess. You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery, that's about it. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. Okay, I kind of want to say that last one. Not gonna lie, because I really am not that interested in doing this. There's no reason to steal their power. You need to give them a real reason to come back, or they're not gonna come back.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater,
beautiful.
That peace offering is canned.
Wow.
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant. This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I really didn't want to. Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship. They're basically just gonna make me do it, huh?
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
I mean, honestly, I kind of felt that way.
You should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Now, I don't know who necessarily to trust, but I don't get good vibes from diverting power from this little group of people who are just out here trying to get away from corporations. So, I'll ask questions, though. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
Oh my gosh.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Yeah. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Well, they're not really making a living, but okay, sure.
It's not much of a living.
Yeah.
Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them.
Yeah.
Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
That they have to pay for, too. That's bullshit. What happens to Edgewater? What happens to Edgewater? I don't... let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater? Sure, yeah.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Well, maybe. Maybe they just don't come to this camp, though. They might just not think of it. I'll consider it. You think Reed's just trying to spite you? No, I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay. Level up again. What? You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about?
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Okay. Then why'd you want to talk to him?
The Vicker's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Oh. That's sad. Okay. Well, geothermal master control. I'm not gonna... no. Oh, I'm not stealing from... Nope. Not stealing. Is she dead for good?
Unable to take aim. Security.
I'm gone. Get me out of there. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you're alive again. That's good. Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Okay.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Oh, we are. Oh, I killed it though. I should have saved when I entered the building. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, I may have to tackle this another time because we're a little bit over now with our recording. So for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you return to my channel sometime soon for other videos and other streams I'm going to be doing. And until next time, peace out. Chikakebushi, signing off. Bye now.